Hey everybody, John here with All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we've got Jacob and Sam in the studio, and we're going to be playing some 40K. Now it's not our slow grow campaign because Sam's not in our slow grow campaign. He's visiting, so we get to play with him, which is awesome. But he did bring his Vostroyans. It's going to be a 1,500 point battle. The brave Imperial Guard. Are you Imperial Guard or Astra Militarum?
I'm an Imperial Guard guy. Old school.
The brave Imperial Guard is going to be facing down the swarms from Hive Fleet Kraken.
Yeah.
So your record's been pretty hit or miss, I think. Right?
Yeah.
You've been consuming a lot of biomass either way.
Yours or the enemies. Whichever dies.
It all goes in the pot. That's fine.
All right, so it's going to be 1,500 points. It's going to be a lot of bodies. I think, Sam, you said you had over 70,
like,
80?
Yeah, 80 plus, something like that.
How many bodies do you
In the 90s. Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be a lot of death, a lot of carnage. We're excited. We're going to be using a mission out of the new chapter approved. We're playing Frontline Warfare. We'll explain that once the game's all deployed, but just let you know. Otherwise, any predictions, Jacob?
I think Sam's army is beautiful and has a good track record, so with a new book, I think it'll be pretty mean.
I mean, it was decent in 7th when Guard were generally terrible.
Yeah.
So hopefully in 8th, now that they have a pretty stellar codex, they will, do pretty well. I'm liking the 30-inch range las guns. It's pretty sweet.
Should be cool.
Yeah.
So what's your prediction?
Well, I've been studying Jake's battle reports, and I've seen a lot of his tactics. So I'm pretty sure he's going to deep strike that big guy in my lines. So I just need to make sure to shoot that immediately because it seems to tie up a lot of stuff. So it needs to die very quickly.
I like this. I like this.
And,
Shoot.
And then and I think after that I'll just shoot everything else, and then I'll win.
Sweet. All right.
Seems fair.
All right, we're going to go ahead and show you guys the armies and then come back with deployment.
Alright, so this is my 1,500 point Tyranid Hive Fleet Kraken. So I have to start out with a battalion detachment, with the HQ being my my Tervagon right here. She is also my warlord and will have adaptive biology as the warlord trait, and will also have the artifact of chameleonic mutation. To fill out the rest of it, I have 30 Termagants here, all the flesh borers, and I have, I think, 25 Termagants in the other unit, 9 of which actually have Devourers. And then finally, 30 Hormagaunts with the adrenal glands. I also have an elite of a single lictor, and then that's it for that formation. The other is going to be a spearhead formation with a Malanthrope as the HQ, and I have 2 Screamer Killers and 1 Trigon Prime. And that and then also Old One Eye is the other HQ in the brigade detachment. And so that rounds it out. I have 7 command points. See if it works out.
7. All right, so I have 3 detachments for my Vostroyan army. I have a battalion detachment, which has 4 infantry squads, all with heavy bolters and grenade launchers. In addition, all the sergeants have plasma pistols. I have a tank commander with sponson heavy bolters, hull las cannon, storm bolter, and hunter killer missile. A company commander with a power fist and plasma pistol. Another company commander with a power sword and a plasma pistol, and a command squad with a las cannon. I did not take the Voxcaster or Medicaid upgrades, so they're just regular veteran guardsmen. Then I have a spearhead detachment, which has a 3rd company commander with power sword and plasma pistol, and 4 heavy weapon squads, 2 of mortars and 2 of las cannons. And then finally, I have a vanguard detachment, which has my 2nd tank commander with triple heavy bolters, a storm bolter on the top, and a hunter killer missile, and then a master of ordnance, 2 veteran squads with 3 plasma guns and a plasma pistol on each sergeant, and they're riding around in chimeras with twin heavy bolters and a storm bolter on each. This guy will be my warlord, and he's going to have the grand strategist warlord trait, and he'll have Karaz Aquila as his heirloom. So he's going to be getting a lot of command points back. And this force has 8 command points to start with. So hopefully I'll be regenerating quite a few of those.
All right, so we are deployed for frontline warfare. Sam has chosen this corner, and Jacob is over there. I forget what did we roll for deployment, guys? It was Vanguard or whatever it is. It's the corner to corner. So in this mission, there are 4 objectives. Sam's objective in his deployment zone, Jacob's Tyranid objective over there, and then 2 objectives in the middle of the board, or middle-ish. To win at the end of the game, if you are holding your own objective in your deployment zone, it is worth 1 point. If you hold an objective, one of these 2 in the middle, each one of those is worth 2 points. And if you manage to hold the objective in the enemy's deployment zone, it is worth 4 points. And then Linebreaker, First Blood, and Slay the Warlord are all in play. So gentlemen, are you guys ready to roll off to see who has first turn? So Jacob, you finished deploying first, so you get a +1 according to the new chapter approved.
All right, shall we?
All right. So
2.
You have a whopping 2.
on,
Can the
what's
Imperial
that?
Guard? So now, Jacob, you can attempt to seize on a 6.
Come on, me.
No. All right, so that's going to be turn 1 for the Vostroyans. All right, before the game begins, Sam has something to say.
So I'm going to use 2 command points on preliminary bombardment. So I roll dice for every unit in Jake's army, I assume deployed on the board. And for every 6, it causes a mortal wound to the unit. So probably not a big deal on the Gaunts, but it could maybe take some wounds off of the bigger monsters.
Go on, how many command points does that cost?
It costs 2, so
Okay.
I had started with 8, so now I'm down to 6, and then I'll roll to see if I get them back afterwards.
Okay.
So these are my custom orc dice, actually. So there's a orc glyph on the 6.
Okay.
So anytime the orc glyph comes up, cause a mortal wound. So Hormagaunts.
That's so wrong.
No.
Nope.
Carnifex. No. Malanthrope. Nope.
Terragon.
That's your warlord, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's what you want.
Hold one eye. No. Other unit of Termagants.
No!
Got one.
How many points do you just lose there? 4?
4.
And Carnifex. No.
No.
All right. And then if I have 2 5-up rolls to see if I get those command points back, I get 1 back, so I'm at 7.
All right, let's recap Imperial Guard movement.
Done.
All right.
Psychic. Done.
Okay, on to shooting.
All right, shooting. So I'm going to start with issuing orders. So my warlord will be issuing a take aim order to this last cannon unit, which is there's 1 on each level, and they're going to fire into that sneaky Carnifex over there. So we'll be hitting on 4s, -1, right? For everything would be 5s.
He has the spore.
Spore back or
Spore
whatever.
Yeah.
thingy.
And then I reroll 1s if I miss. Okay, so they'll just all miss. That's fine. All right. His second order will be also take aim to this unit of las cannons. The other 2 are in the ground level.
Okay.
Into the same target. Okay, I can reroll
Should
that
we roll
1.
the 1?
Okay, excellent.
Off to a good start, Sam.
Let's see. I guess I'll... Okay, so next up I'm going to try to bag that critter with my Master of Ordnance. So turn his binos over to that Carnifex. So he gets D6 shots. So roll that up. So he's at 3. He's normally with skill 3 up, so he'll go to a 4. So 4 ups to hit the Carnifex. There we go, that's better. And I'm actually going to spend a command point to reroll that 3. I failed, and then a 5 up to get it back. There we go. All right. So 2 hits. His attack is strength 8 and your toughness 7.
7.
So 3s. So 1, and it's at a -2 to your armor save.
So 5 plus armor save.
And it's D3 wounds. 2.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so next up, my infantry squads will fire. So this company commander is going to issue first rank fire, second rank fire to this unit, firing into the Gaunts.
Okay.
So I've got 6 guys with las guns, and they're going to be firing twice at 30 inches, so I have 12 dice there. All right, they hit on 5s, is that correct?
They hit on 5s because of the Malanthrope.
Yes, sir.
All right, lots of orc glyphs there. And then they wound you on 4s with toughness 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got 1 whole save there.
Oh,
You know, maybe it's because you're using orc dice, Sam.
Probably.
The Inquisition is going to be visiting you.
And then I've got a grenade launcher, so I fire d6 shots, 4, and they hit on 5s, and no hits, and then a heavy bolter. Nothing.
So 1 save.
I can do it.
Yes,
it.
you can.
Ugh. All right. So same thing again with this unit. So they'll get the second company command, first rank fire, second rank fire order.
Okay.
So spinny dice a second time. 2 hits. Excellent shooting, gentlemen.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Wounding on 4s. No. Grenade launcher. D6 shots. 3. Hitting on 5s. Nope. And a heavy bolter. 1. Wounding on 3s. Strength 5 to toughness 3.
That's right. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So 1 wound at -1. All right. And then this rear unit only has the heavy bolter in range, so I'll fire that real quick.
Okay.
No hits. Okay. Okay, so this last squad will fire into the gaunts, and then I promise I'll shoot at something else, because I know the internet is probably screaming at me to not fire at the gaunts. I'll shoot 3 heavy bolter shots into the termagants.
Oh, hey, it's a hit.
1 hit. All right. Wounds on 3s.
This is so not.
Oh, no.
Okay. And then I've got 3 las guns that are in range, in line of sight. 1 hit. No wound. And then a grenade launcher, d6 shots, 3. Hits on 5, so 1 hit. Wounds on a 4. Ooh, 1 wound.
Any minus?
Minus anything, nothing. All right.
Man.
3 down. Okay. Now I'll switch tracks and see if I can hurt this Carnifex a little more. So this Chimera will be firing into the Carnifex. So I've got 2 heavy bolters. Hitting on 5s. Hey, that's better. Oops. And wounding on 5s.
Yep.
5 to 7.
Nice.
2 wounds at -1.
2 4+ saves.
Ooh, double Tyranid science.
Wow. All right.
Right, and then this Chimera will also fire both of its heavy bolters into that Carnifex. 3 more hits.
Some more 5s.
More 5s. 2.
2 more 5s. These guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're my elite troops. There we go.
One goes through.
Let's drop a wound.
So what is he down to?
5.
Down to 5.
All right. Okay, so this tank commander will be firing into the Carnifex. So main gun, first shot will be d6, 3, hitting on 5s, 1 hit, strength 8 to toughness 7, so a 3 will wound,
It's a wound.
and that's -2 AP.
Okay. 1 5+ save.
Oh, and it's d3 wounds, 3.
Ouch.
And we'll do that again.
So firing the turret a second
Turret
time.
second time.
Again.
Yep. 4 shots. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, -2.
Oh, it
And
goes through.
D3.
3 more.
Oh man.
And
that is first blood.
woohoo! And I declared the heavy bolters against them, so they'll be wasted. But
Yep.
can't say la vie. Okay, so the second tank commander will be firing his main gun and heavy bolters into the termagants, and then the las cannon into the warlord. What's it called?
Turbogon?
Yep.
All right.
So let's do a shot into the turbogon real quick. It's -2, right, with your warlord trade and
Yes,
all
sir.
that other stuff. So 6, no. And then main gun is d6 shots, 1.
Wait. Isn't he ballistic skill hitting on a 3+?
Oh yes,
Because
it goes
he's
to a
tank command?
4. So 5
So
would
the
hit.
5
yeah.
hit.
Okay. I've been shortchanging that. All right, so it hits.
Strength.
Wounds on is a 9. So
To an 8. So 3s.
3. All right.
You want to spend a command point on that? Sam?
I already did in the
Oh,
shooting
you already
phase.
did? Oh, it's just such a long shooting phase.
Yeah, right. So we do the heavy bolters real quick. I'll remember that I hit on better than I thought. So 2 heavy bolters going into the termagants, hitting on 4s with a -1. So. All right, pretty good hitting there. Wounding on 3s. Less good there.
2 dead?
2 dead. And then main gun, firing into them. So first one is D6 shots. So 5. Hitting on 4s.
Yes, sir.
3, 1. Really. And then 2s.
Twos. It's another dead gun.
And then I realized that when you stopped me, John, I'd rolled a 1 for my number of shots on the main gun, so I'll just count that as my second.
Oh, okay.
The second one is just a 1, so
Okay.
that's fair, because I rolled it and then we went back. So
You're so trustworthy.
Fair enough.
hits on a 4, wounds on a 2, so 1 more.
So another gaunt.
All right.
Blown to pieces.
Okay, so I'll fire this unit of mortars into the Hormagaunts all the way on the other side of the board. Thank
These
goodness
fellas.
for an extra 6 inches of range.
Okay.
So I get 3d6 shots. So that's 13.
Ooh. Did you get any negatives for not being able to see me, or is it just...
No, but it'll still be a -1 for the malprobe.
Yes, sir.
So
And over 5s.
looking for 5s. 3 hits. Yikes. All right, and they're strength 4, so wound you on 3s. 2 wounds at -0.
2 6+ armor saves, going right up. 1.
All right.
One Hormagaunt. Exploded.
And then I'll do the same thing a second time.
So yeah, oh, that's second unit.
The
of
second
mortars.
unit, yeah.
Only 8
So
this
8,
time.
yeah. All right, hitting you on 5s. 1 sneaky guy here. Wounds on a 3. 1 wound, Jake.
Let's see, one more save.
No. All right. And then last but not least, I have a cheeky las cannon shot into Jake's Warlord. It's a command squad, so normally 3 plus goes to a 5+. So let's see if I can make this happen. Hits.
Can.
Wounds on a 3 against toughness 8. Curses. All right, and I think that's it for my shooting phase.
All right, Sam, give us a recap of your turn.
Cool. So a lot of my shooting was fairly ineffective. I did get a couple of lucky shots on Jake's Carnifex, so I was able to secure first blood. But I only killed, I killed less than 10 Termagants, so it didn't really matter what I killed there.
Yeah.
And 2 or 3 Hormagaunts?
2.
You got 2
2.
Hormagaunts.
So, I mean, my army's not really at optimal firing distance right now, so next turn I think we're going to see a lot more bloodshed. But I do really need to figure out how to deal with these -1 and -2 to hit modifiers. So we'll see what happens on Jake's turn, but I think it might get kind of messy here.
I think so. All right, on to Tyranids. Turn 1.
Strategy.
Strategy.
All right, so in my... Is it beep?
It's beeped.
Okay.
I'm keeping this in, by the
I'm
way.
going to do a stratagem opportunistic advance of the Hormagaunts right here.
Okay.
So I take 3d6 for being Hive Fleet Kraken, and I double the 5, becomes a 10.
So you get to advance 10 extra inches.
Yeah, that's correct.
And how many command points that cost?
That's 1.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to see if I can steal that. On a 5-up, I get 1. Cool. I'm
So
back at 8.
You get an extra command point, and
Yep.
that's using what relic?
That's Kurov's Aquila.
Kurov's
Because it's the
Aquila.
only relic to take.
Otherwise known as I don't have friends relic. So, and for my movement, I went ahead and placed a Trigon Prime as well as another brood of Termagants here. They all advanced, and then over here I did an opportunistic advance, and so those Hormagaunts have done a little bit of double time there.
Did you want to do metabolic overdrive on these ones, Jake?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It's a good question, though.
All right, so on to Tyranid Psychic Phase.
All right, so for Tyranid Psychic Phase, my Turbogon is going to cast Onslaught on these Hormagaunts. Warp Char Power of 6, which I will re-roll the 2 with a command point.
Okay.
9.
Oh,
Sam does not steal that command point from you. And that will allow the Hormagaunts to charge even though they advanced.
Yikes.
All right, so my Turbogon here is going to fire into this last cannon unit. It's 4 shots with their Stinger Salvo, but she did advance,
And
so...
you hit on what?
4 space. So,
Yep.
2 hits. Strength 5, toughness 3, eating 3s,
They tell me.
2 at -1.
Okay, so they're in cover, so they'd have a 4, so they go to a 5. So 1 fails, 1 succeeds. What's the damage?
It is
So that's 1 damage to 1 las cannon team.
No.
All right, my Trigon Prime is going to fire its bioelectric pulse with containment spines at the Leman Russ there, which I believe is a commander, right, Sam?
Yep.
All right, so his ballistic skill is a 4+.
Not bad.
Yeah. 5s to wound. See, Sam, that's how we wound.
3 wounds.
That's 3 wounds.
What's the minus?
No minus.
All right, so 3 up. 1 failed. So damage?
1.
1.
So this Termagant unit with some Devourers in it are going to fire into this last cannon squad. It's 42 shots overall. So here's some of it.
42. Okay.
That's
You're
correct.
looking for 4s.
Yes. So far I've got
That was it.
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 so far.
Okay.
And then here's the second round, and that's it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. It was 10 the last round, right?
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6. All right. So this to wound.
Bang on average.
Toughness of 3.
3.
So this is 3s to wound. And I get to reroll 1s.
Which there are
any
0.
ones.
Good for me. Wow. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wounds.
All right, here's
no
9.
negatives.
I'll roll it twice.
All right, then you get a +1 to your armor save, Sam, because of the ruins, so 4+.
4 up. So I failed 2, 3. So 3 wounds go through so far. And if I roll that again, they're all dead. 1, 2, 3 at least. Yep, so they're all dead.
So that's 1 last cannon equipped heavy support squad.
Yep. That's for the current effects. So this Trigon Prime is going to charge your commander right here.
All right. So defensive fire. Turret battle cannon can only fire once because I only fire twice in the shooting phase. So D6 shots. 5.
Looking for that magic 6.
Let's do it. 1. Strength 8, so I wound you on 3s.
Yep.
Yes.
Ugh. Every time. All right, and then I've got 6 heavy bolter shots. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. So 1 save, and then las cannon misses.
That's -1 of the armor.
-1.
Correct.
So 4+. He's okay. All right. That's a 9-inch distance, but I have adrenal glands, so I need to roll an 8.
You got an
That'll do it.
11. Uh-oh.
All right. These Termagants are going to charge this Chimera.
Okay. So we got 6 heavy bolter shots.
Let's see some more 6s, too.
You calling that cocked?
No, that's majority
Okay.
facing is fine.
On this channel.
And then 3s.
Yes.
So 2 -1. And then I've got 6 las guns in half range, so do 6 twice. 0 hits on the first one. Second one, 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 more save. All right.
So you drop 2 on the way in. So
Alright.
let's see if you... Do they have adrenal glands
No,
too?
they do not.
So you
So I
need
need to
a
roll
9.
9. No, that's okay.
They did good.
All right, so this unit of Hormagons is going to charge this unit of Vostroyans.
So I will shoot at them. So I've got, let's see, oops, sorry, I've only got 12 las gun shots rapid firing. So no hits. I've got 1 heavy bolter. It hits once, wounds on a 3, does not wound. And then I have, let me check the range of my plasma pistol. I think it's probably out. Yes. Okay. So, oh, and then I have my grenade launcher. So, 6 shots, hitting on 6s, 1 hit, wounding on a 4, nothing.
All right. So it's a 6-inch charge with adrenal glands into them. So I will use a command point and reroll this dice real quick.
Right,
Got
and
10.
I'll see if I get another one. No, I don't.
All right, so I'm going to elect the Trigon Prime to attack. I'm going to actually use Voracious Appetite, so he gets to reroll rolls of 1. Sorry, Ritz gets to reroll his failed wound rolls. Sam, do you want to try and...
Thank you.
I hate you so much.
That's 9 command points for anyone who's
So-
counting at home.
So 7 attacks, hitting on 3s. I get to reroll 1s because I'm using my Scything Talons. So 5 hit. Strength 7, needing 5s. And thank goodness for that stratagem. Okay, so I got 1, and that is at -3 with d6 damage.
So -3 is will be 6 up. Oh, I don't know if you can see that little
Nice.
working glyph right there.
So I have a biostatic rattle, which I'll do again.
Like sounds made up.
It
Sounds
can
like a
make
baby weapon.
makes 1 attack. All right, so I just go ahead and hit on a 3+ hit. It is strength 7, so 5s to wound. Get to reroll because of the stratagem. So I wound. It's at -1.
Okay, so 4 up save. Good.
All right. All right, Hormigants attacking this terrible, terrible Vostroyan unit. So that's 60 attacks. So here we go.
Is that 20?
That is 20. So it hits on 4s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 so far. Three, 6, 9. What's the running count, Sam?
24.
3, 6, 9, 12, 13.
37.
All right. So here's 20 wound rolls. Oh, sorry. Also, I can reroll rolls of 1 because the
On
brute is
wound?
so big. Yeah. So. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 so far.
Okay.
And you said it was
37.
37. Three, 4, 5, 3, 6, 7 more. So is that 18, right?
Yeah.
18 armor saves.
Okay, so I have 10 wounds total in the unit, so I'll just roll 9 dice twice and we'll see what happens. 5 ups. So I lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's all of them. Okay, so Jake consolidated into me, so I consolidated into him. So I'll fight first with my
Tit for tat here.
Lehman Russ Tank
Hey,
Commander.
this is a clean challenge.
So I've got 3 attacks that hit on 6s. Nothing. I have a squad of guys over here, so they'll all get essentially 1 attack per guy, except he's got the obligatory chainsword, so he'll get 2 attacks. So that's 11 essentially. 11 attacks hitting on 4s.
Nice.
Oh, so you do better with close combat than do with shooting. That's why I play orcs, ladies
Just
and
playing your
gentlemen.
arm wrong the entire time.
All right, and I have 5 wounds against you.
Nice. So 5 saves for my Hormigons, getting 6s. So 4 die. 2.
All right, and then I do have a company commander that heroically intervened over here, so he's got 3 attacks with his power sword. So hits on 3s. Oh, okay. Wounds on wounds on 4s. So 1 killed, essentially, -3 AP. And he has some. All right, and this poor tank commander will also need to attack back. So 3 attacks on 6s. Nothing.
Okay.
All right, so I'm a little desperate, so we're going to do Adrenaline Surge on this Trigon Prime. So that's my remaining 3 command points, and that lets him attack again.
Will I get another command point though?
I hope not.
I will not.
Oh,
Take
dang.
that.
but you are out of command points.
That's correct.
Okay. So let's see if this Trigon can do better on the second attempt.
I'm a bit of a spendthrift. All right, needing 3s. All right, and then 5s to wound, and I still get to reroll because we're still in the same phase.
Ooh, that's better.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. All right.
5.
5, and this
Hits.
is at -3.
Okay.
So,
five
Sam, we
on
need to see
6s.
5 6s.
All right. Mork, protect me. I got 2,
All
so
right.
3 go through.
So that's 3d6 damage.
That's correct. Wish I had a command point left to to ensure this works well.
Ooh, 8 damage.
8,
So
so-
he's alive with 3 wounds.
9, so he has 3 left, yeah?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he's degraded, but he's still alive. So worth it? Worth 3 command points for 9 damage or 8 damage?
Yeah. I wish you would have done it the first time around. That's okay.
All right, recap your turn, Jacob.
All right, so very plotting and thoughtful turn, according to my opponents. Popped up here, they wiped out a unit of las cannons, charged this Lehman Russ, whiffed the first time, second time put some damage on. Hormagaunts did a very quick advance, swung around, and I've contacted the enemy. I'm certain they're going to back off and heroically shoot, so I don't know, it's good. I think I've got him on his back foot, but that's where he does best.
Yeah, well, importantly, you've locked up both Lemon Russes.
That's right.
They won't be shooting next turn. Deadly. All right. So let's see what Sam and the Astra Militarum can do. Turn 2.
Okay, so I'm going to spend 1 command point on jury rigging for this tank because that'll bring it up to the middle damage bracket. Because he's got 3 right now, and if he's at 4, then he's at the middle one. So he goes up to 4.
Okay.
Essentially. So let me do that, and then I have to roll to see if I get that command point back, and I do. So still at 9.
You healed him for free.
Yay!
And you have more command points now than you started with.
It's pretty great.
All thanks to
You're welcome.
this person right here.
Okay, so end of movement phase, turn 2 for the Astra Militarum. I pulled back everything that was in combat with the Hormagaunts because that's pretty nasty. I properly bubble wrapped my Lehman Russ, moving all of my infantry other than the heavy bolters so it'll stay put for hitting on 5s. And then this unit pulled back as well. They're going to use the Grenadier stratagem, which is pretty fun.
Sweet.
And then both my veteran squads with plasma guns got out, looking at the Trigon Prime, rather. Sorry. And then this tank, it healed so it could move 7 inches because 4 wasn't really going to get me where I needed to go. So it healed so I could move 7, and I was able to pull back away from that big Gribbly.
Nice.
So no psychic. So let's get on to shooting after this.
That's all right. So next 30 minutes of shooting.
Okay, so we're going to do the sort of counterattack here. So I'm going to issue them the order where they can fall back and still shoot. And I'm going to spend a command point for the Grenadier stratagem. I'd rather do first rank fire, second rank fire, but that's also an order, so I can't do that on them as well. So first let's see if I get the Grenadier stratagem back. Nope, so I'm down to 8. Okay, so it's going to be 9d6 shots, 1 for each guy in the unit. That's technically 2 guys, but it's 1 model. So
the Grenadier stratagem is throwing each guy can throw a grenade
Yeah.
instead of just 1.
Up to 10, yeah. So I've got 9 grenades thrown at the Hormagaunts, so it's 9d6 shots.
That's a lot of.
So that was some heavy math, but it turned into 26 hits, or 26 shots rather. So now I'm going to roll the hit. He does have a sneaky little guy over here within 3 of the Malanthrope, so it'll be 5s to hit. This is 13 dice, so I'll re-roll all of them here in a minute. So I've got 1, 2, 3 hits.
3 hits so far.
And re-rolling that same 13 dice. 4, 5. Well, that's great. So I got 5 hits.
All right.
They wound on 4s. Oops. Here, I'll just roll this one. So 3, 2 plus, or
They're
6
only
plus
strength.
6. So that'll be. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say 3's miss, so
So 3 saves.
just
3 saves. Eating 6s. 2 die.
Was it worth it, Sam?
Probably not. But the way I've been rolling my shooting phase, what can you do? All right, so these guys are going to first rank fire, second rank fire into the Hormagaunts. I have 6 guys with las guns, so that's rapid fire 2 on them. So that's 24 las gun shots. So I'll roll 12 twice. Again, hitting on 5s. 2.
2 so far.
And again.
That's a little bit better. 3 more.
3. So 5 hits. And I wound on 4s. So 4 6-up saves.
4 dead.
They did a little bit better.
A little better. All right, and then the heavy bolter, which actually did not move, so they'll be hitting on 5s. Oh, it's only 3 dice, of course. 2 hits.
Wound on 3.
Wound on 3s.
Nice.
So 2 more dead. And then I have a grenade launcher, d6 shots, 5. Hitting on 5s. One more, wounding on 4s. One more regular save. Right, and then finally a plasma pistol hits on 3s, wounds on 2s, and that's one more dead one.
Okay. They did some work.
Yeah, just thinning them out a little bit. So the Chimera is going to fire both heavy bolters and storm bolters into the Hormagaunts as well. So I've got 6 shots hitting on 5s, 3 more hits, wounding on 3s, so 2 more dead, Jake.
For the heavy bolter?
Yeah. And then let me check the range of the storm bolter. It's 30 inches, so 15. I can draw. Yeah, I can get that one at 15. So 4 shots, rapid firing. Hits on 5s, 2. Wounds on 3s, so 2 more saves. 2 more dead. Okay. So my Warlord will issue the reroll 1s to hit order on this last cannon heavy weapon squad into Jake's Warlord. Turgon. So hit on 6s.
Yeah.
Nothing. Oh. Alright. And then the command squad last cannon, same target, hitting on 5s. Nope. Alright, so he's going to issue as a second order reroll 1s to hit onto this unit, and they're going to be firing into this guy. And they're going to overcharge their plasma guns.
Cool. Are they in rapid fire range?
They are in rapid fire range.
Excellent.
So this first one, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. So he hits twice. Second one, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 2 hits. And the last one, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, so 2 more hits. So 6 hits. Let me do the plasma pistol on the sergeant as well. Rerolling 1s, so he hits as well. So 7 hits at strength 8.
So 3 to 1.
3's the wound. And I'll use a command point to reroll 1. I need to kill this guy. Nope.
All right, so 3 wounds.
Minus
3.
Yeah, minus 3.
So that's a 6
6 up.
plus armor save.
Ooh,
So how much?
6
each?
damage.
6 damage. All right. 6 left.
Okay, and then I've got 12 lasgun shots because they are within 15 inches. That extra 6-inch range is pretty nice. All right, so here's the first set of 6. 5 hit. They are veterans. And then the second, rerolling the 1s. So 6 hits, so that's 11.
Strength 3.
Yep, so I wounded on 6s, yeah. No wounds.
Nothing.
All right.
So that's your veteran squad.
It's veteran squad. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing with the second veteran squad. I have another commander, company commander down here, so they're going to issue the reroll 1s to hit. In addition, I'll be using the Vostroyan stratagem First Borne Pride, which gives me +1 to hit. So these veterans will be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Nice.
So let me roll to see if I get that point back.
You
I do, so that puts me back at 9.
That's the Vostroyan special.
Or no, sorry, puts me at 8, my apologies.
That's the Vostroyan special stratagem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, all right, so I'll fire that. I've got these 2, both hit. These 2, both hit. These 2, both hit. Sergeant's plasma pistol also hits. So 7.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. If I roll a little bit better than last time, I'll be in really good shape.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
That's 6 saves, Jacob.
I can do it.
We have faith in you. Oh, okay.
He's still dead though.
Yep. That's 6 damage, so he's dead.
But please marvel that I rolled 3
And
sixes.
I should have said this. I apologize, but I did plan to shoot those into there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So las rifles
Into
into
these guys, yeah.
those guys, yeah.
Okay, so we did roll for death throw, so we didn't skip it, but Jake rolled a 5, so it didn't kill anybody. And I also failed to mention on camera that the las guns in the veteran squad will be firing at these guys, so I'll do that now. So they still hit on 2s, and I'm re-rolling 1s. So 3 1s. Right, so that's 11 hits. Wounding on 4s. We calling that one's good.
7, yeah. That's
All right, so 7 saves.
7 6-ups. Looking for
So 5.
5.
Okay, the Chimera will also be firing into here, so I have 6 heavy bolter shots, hitting on 4s, only hit twice, wounding on 3s, so 1 more dies, Jake. And then I've got a Storm Bolter, it's in rapid fire range, so 4 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, nothing. So the last order from this company commander will be first rank fire, second rank fire into this unit. They're all within 15 inches of the Gaunt, other than the sergeant, so he won't get his plasma pistol in. It's only 12 inch range anyways. So it'll be 24 lasgun shots.
Okay.
On 4s. This is 12, so I'll roll this twice. So I've got 6, so we're at average. And second batch. And look at that, average again. So that's 12 hits, which is exactly how many dice this are. So 4s to wound. So 7 saves.
6 dead.
Oh, nice.
And then I got the heavy bolter and grenade launcher. So I've got a heavy bolter. It'll hit on 5s because I moved, nothing. And a grenade launcher. It's on. Oh, sorry. 1 shot,
1 shot.
and then 4s to hit, and 4s to wound. Nothing. Struggling. Okay, so I'm going to fire this unit of mortars into the Termagants. Jake's lost a lot, but morale won't kill them all off. And I want to make sure that these guys are gone. So let's see if I can put some more weight of fire in them. So 3d6 shots into them. That looks like 9.
It does.
All right, I hit you on 4s. And I wound
6.
you on 3s. You want me to roll that one off the table?
Sure.
All right. All right, so 3 at minus nothing. Oh, all right.
You should be doing that again, huh?
Yeah, I guess I'll do that again. So
So
same
that only
thing
killed 1 guy.
from the other unit.
So second unit of mortars,
Yep. over here.
3d6 shots.
Oh, and I've used...
You
I used my command point earlier, quite a bit earlier. All right, so 7. 4s to hit. So, well, okay. 4 hits and 3's the wound. So 3 more saves, Jake. 3 more die. Okay. The thing with mortars, sometimes they're great, sometimes they're terrible. All right, so that's the end of Astra Militarum turn 2.
Okay.
I killed the big Gribbly over here with plasma fire, incredibly accurate plasma fire. I killed most of this unit, and I think it'll probably auto-fail morale. Killed a fair number of Hormagaunts, but probably not as many as I should have. But the big thing is I freed up my Lehman Russes to fire next turn, which is going to be super important. So Jake, what's the math on this?
They
Are
auto-
they're
they
just gone?
auto-
Okay.
There's no way they can pass.
None whatsoever.
Sweet. All right.
Excellent. So it's on to Tyranids turn 2. Can Jacob bring this around?
All right, Tyranid movement turn 2.
Turn 2.
Man, this game is good. All right, so I'm gonna I advance these beautiful little Termagants. These guys moved into the middle, and then I went ahead and kind of trying to address that bubble wrap that Sam has thrown out. So let's move into Tyranid Psychic phase.
Psychic phase.
Let's.
What do you got?
So I'm going ahead and doing Catalyst on this unit of Termagants.
Then you need a what to
I need a
succeed?
6, and I roll a 5.
You should use a command point.
Oh,
Yeah, I should.
Sam might loan you one.
Yeah.
He's got a
On
lot.
a 5+, can I have one Sam's? No.
No.
All right, so this Termagant unit, I'm gonna fire 23 shots into these veterans right here. And we'll call it right there.
Okay.
So the advance, so it's +1 to hit. Needing 5s. I get to reroll 1s because I'm a special boy.
That's it, just 2. Converted him into a...
Just 1 conversion.
You
All
can
right.
pull those 4s too.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, Sam. I'm on the ball.
needing 3s. And I get to reroll 1s here as well.
Well, thank goodness you're rerolling 1.
3 wounds, Sam, under your veterans.
Okay, 5 ups. 3 dead.
Alright, so the Turbigon's gonna fire her Spine Bank into that veteran unit. So 4 shots needing 4s. Ooh. Needing 3s. Aw. 2 wounds at -1.
2 6 ups. Huh, no.
2 more drop.
Alright, so this lovely little Screamer Killer is going to fire his Bioplasmic Screen into this little bubble wrap unit right here. So that's D6 shots. Okay, 2. Needing 4s. Alright, good go.
That wasn't a
It was more of a whisper.
Alright, so this Turbigon's gonna charge this unit.
Alright.
Roll 7 with Adrenal Glands. Go ahead.
defensive fire.
So hit on 6s, just like I always hit on 6s with this stupid thing. So las guns, hit once,
Hit.
wound on 6s. No. Heavy bolter hits on 6s. No. And grenade launcher gets 5 shots.
What do they hit on?
Hitting on 6s. I should probably fire a crack shot into you, but that's okay. No
It
hits.
doesn't matter. All right, what are you looking for your charge of this?
Need a 7 with Adrenal Glands.
And you get it.
Hooray for me.
Big Mama is in.
So charging Old One Eye, he needs a 7.
And who's he charging? Who
Same-
gets on
same
that?
unit.
Oh, same unit. Okay.
Can you fit through that gap?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
He's
check?
got kind of a smallish stand.
Nice.
Oh, he can't get in. He has to go around here.
He flies.
Oh. Well, that's stupid.
Tell the internet how you really feel, Sam.
Can that 9 make it there? Into the other side or no? You'll let me know.
That looks, it looks too
Too
short.
small?
You'd be
Okay.
on his base. Gonna have to go that way.
Alright, that Hormogot unit is going to charge another Vostroyan infantry unit.
Woohoo! Right, las guns. 6s, no hits.
No.
Heavy bolter, no hits.
Hey, good for
Grenade
you.
launcher firing a frag round, 2 shots, no hits. And plasma pistol. Ooh, does hit. Wounds on the 2, 1 dead.
Good for you.
The sergeant shows him how it's done.
Yeah.
Charging. Got
10
11
inches.
inches with adrenal glands. Alright, that current effects with his adrenal glands, I need to roll a 12 to get right there.
Wow, so close.
Yeah, that was so far.
Oh, I love it.
Alright, so Old One Eye is going to charge. He's going to use the Scything Talons. So first and foremost, Immortal Battering Ram. So we're going to do, on a 4+, D3 mortal wounds. Oh, that's sad. So I'll do the Thresher Scythe first. So D3 hits for Thresher Scythe.
Oh,
A 3.
3 hits.
The strength is his 4. So 3's to wound. So 2 wounds. Sorry, 2 hits. My apologies. 3 hits. 3 wounds at -1.
Okay, so 3 6-ups. Oh, 2 die.
Okay. And now with his Scything Talons, so he's weapon skill 3+, 2+ because he's a Carnifex within 6 inches of himself, and he rerolls 1s for using Scything Talons. So, welcome to your terrible, terrible death. Because I have Berserker Rampage, I get 2 extra attacks for those, and let's see here, it's on a 6 or better, so the +1s don't help there. So 2 extra attacks, hitting on 2, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 attacks, wounding on 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8 at -3.
Okay, so
3 damage each.
Yeah, so it kills the whole squad. Okay, so Jake was counting up dice here, but I decided that I'm going to counterattack him first. So it's 2 CPs, so let's see if I get any of them back. I don't, so I'm down to 6.
Alright.
Okay, so my squad gets 11 attacks with the sergeant having an extra one. So they will hit on 4s. Not great.
Good counterattack.
Yeah, so 3 hits.
Strong showing.
Got a
And
wound
a
on.
wound on 4s. Oh, that's 3. Regular saves. Okay.
Wow. Jake's with the savings. So now the Hormagaunts can go.
All right, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. All right.
Counter attack you.
So here's all my dice. Needing 4s.
That does not look good.
No, it doesn't. So I don't have. I can reroll 1s for Scything Talons, which is not much. That's an extra hit. And strength 3, toughness 3. So needing 4s.
Okay, you got 4 wounds.
4 saves.
Let's see some 5-ups.
For Vostroya, 1. So lose 3.
So 1 Hormagaunt for 3 tall hat guys.
Yep.
I'll buy that for $1.
The Wicked Witch will be weeping.
And I've got my company commander as well.
Ah, Company Commander swings back.
All right, 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. 1. Wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Second turn in a row, he's kind of whiffed.
Yeah.
And is that it for assaults?
That is. So morale checks for Samuel because
Yeah,
He's a
so
scared human.
this one here, you killed
3.
3. And my leadership is probably like 6.
I'll pause this.
Okay, so they need to take leadership 7 on the sergeant. I lost 3, so let's get a 4 or less. 4. We're good.
And you're...
And then my vets, I'm going to spend the 2 CPs to make them auto pass.
Okay.
So let's see if I get them back. I get 1, so that puts me at 5.
5 command points. You're starting to get low on command points. It's only turn 2.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, so that is Tyranid's turn 2. On to Vostroyan, turn 3.
Correct.
Okay, so end of the movement phase. Once again, I disengaged over here. So we're going to do the back in the fight order and shoot these guys and hopefully kill them finally. Moved up my plasma vets and some of my infantry as well as my chimera to engage these models here. And then my wounded tank veteran turned around and tried to put some battle cannon rounds into these big bugs. Okay, so I'm going to do the order back into the fight onto this unit so they can fire even though they fell back. And then I'm going to do the Grenadier stratagem again. So 5 up, I get that command point back. I do not, so I'm down to 4. But I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 D6 shots. So let's do that. Ooh, all right, so that's 10,
Dang.
27 shots. So let me get those dice. Okay, so 27 shots with grenades into these Hormagaunts. All right. So that's 17 hits, and they wound on 4s.
Oh, not as good.
All right, so that's 3, 6, 7 saves.
Needing 6s. That is 6 dead.
Nice.
Okay, so the Master of Ordnance will fire his last pistol into here. So he hits on a 3, wounds on a 4.
Oh,
Six
snap.
save. All right, 1 more dead. And then the command squad, the 2 veterans will fire into here. So 2 las guns, rapid firing. Hits on 3s. Okay. Wounds on 4s. See, nope, nothing there. And then the las cannon will fire into the Carnifex, hitting on a 4, right? -1.
Yes, sir.
So hitting on a 4, wounding on a 3. I will use a command point to reroll that, and 5 up to see if I get it back. I do, so I'm
Nice.
still at 4. And you have a save at -3, sir.
6 plus armor save.
Oh, so
I say yay,
Alright.
not oh.
And then my Lehman Russ will fire everything into it. So battle cannon, first shot, D6, you get 5. Hitting on 3s, because he is a commander.
Force.
Oh, 4s, my apologies. -1. So 3 hits,
Not acceptable.
wounding on 3s. So 2 at -2.
So 2 5+ saves.
And then D3 wounds, 1. And then the second shot, 6. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 2 more saves at -2.
2
And
go through.
2d6, or 2d3 rather, sorry. So 5.
Okay.
And then heavy bolters, I've got 9. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. 1 save at -1.
4+. Nope.
Stormbolter.
Is that one damage?
1 damage, yeah. And then 2 shots with Stormbolter, I'm outside of 15. 1 hit, wounds on a 5, does not wound. Okay, so this veteran squad is going to overcharge their weapons and receive an order from company commander here to take aim. And then I'm going to pay a CP for the First Borne Pride to get the +1 to hit. So 5 up, I get that back. Hey, still at 4.
Wow.
So they're going to have 2 shots apiece, so just go down the line. So I need normally 3s to hit, +1 would be 2s, -1 for the mount throw would be 3s again, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then 1s will overheat, but I reroll once. So it's cocked. Let's do that real quick. All right, so 2 hits. 2 hits. 2 hits. 1 miss, actually, so 1 hit. And then the plasma pistol hits. So 6 overcharge shots. What's your toughness? 5?
5.
So I wound on 3s. So that's 4. They go through. They damage 2 each, -3.
Okay, so that's 8.
All right, and then I have the 12 las guns hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, so I miss once. Wounding you on 5s with las guns. So got
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves.
I have faith. 5+ armor save. Nope, not at all.
All right. Okay, so my second tank commander, I need to remember to issue orders for my tanks. So he's going to do gunner's kill on sight and fire into Old One Eye because that is the closest model to him. He hits on 4s now because he is in the 2nd damage bracket. So let's fire his battle cannon first. Gets 3 shots. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. 3 hits. Your toughness 8 or 7? 7, so 3 is the wound. 2 wounds go through.
Okay, minus what?
-2.
So 2 5+ saves. You like
Nice. All right, 2nd round of battle cannon. I get 1 shot. That misses. All right, las cannon. Reroll 1s. Hits. Wounds on a 3. Wounds, and that's -3.
6+.
All right, d6 damage. 6.
Was it?
All right, and then the heavy bolters. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 5s. 2 more saves at -1. So
Down to 1.
down to 1. All right. Let's see. So I'll fire the Chimeras, heavy bolters, and storm bolter at Old One Eye. That's 6 heavy bolter shots. Hitting on 4s.
Wow.
Okay, that's really good. If I roll that again, I'll be in good shape. Wounding on 5s. Just 2.
He's going down.
-1. He's super
No.
dead.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay, so he's going to issue Bring It Down on these 3 las cannons, so reroll 1s to hit. I think that's the name of the order. I'm getting the order names mixed up. But 3 las cannon heavy weapon teams into Mama Bird. So -1 to hit because of the relic. So I'll be hitting on 5s and rerolling 1s. So I have 1/1. I'll reroll that and I'll hit. So I hit twice. Toughness of 7, 8. All right, so 3's the wound. 2 wounds go through.
-3.
-3. So 2 failed. Sorry. Okay. 2d6. 10.
Oh,
Nice.
Goodness.
Okay, so I tried to shoot these guys earlier at Old One Eye, but he wasn't the closest model, so I'm going to go back and now fire them at the Warlord. So all 3 of the Plasma Gunners are in rapid fire range, thank goodness for 15-inch rapid fire, but the Sergeant's pistol is out of 12-inch range. So I'm rolling 6 dice. It's -1 to hit, but I'm going to overcharge, so I explode on 1s and 2s, but I need to kill this thing, so let's see what we got. So this guy, 2 shots hitting on 4s. So 1 hit, 1 regular miss. This guy explodes and misses. And this guy hits twice.
Nice.
So we got 3 hits. Wounding
7?
on 8 because it's
So
overcharged.
4s.
Yeah, so 4s. Oh, not worth it. Okay. So be it. Okay, so the Chimera is going to fire into the Warlord bug. So I got 6 dice with heavy bolters. Hitting on 6s. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even think of that. So nothing hits because it did move. And then I am within 15 for my Stormbolters, so we do that on 5s. 2 hits, wounding on 6s. Nope, nothing there. Okay. This squad will fire into her as well. So they moved, so the Heavy Bolter will be hitting on 6s. Nothing. And then Plasma Pistol will be hitting on 5s. Missed. Not overcharged. And then Grenade Launcher will fire a crack on 5s. Hits. Still wounds. Oh, it's strength 6, so wounding on 5s. Nothing. And then 12 las gunshots. Alright, and then the 12 las gunshots hitting on 5s. And wounding on 6s.
Wow.
3 saves.
On her?
On her.
1.
Takes 1. Thank goodness for the lowly las gun. Okay, so the first mortar squad is going to fire into the wounded Carnifex, and I'm going to give you the take aim order from my warlord. So they'll reroll ones to hit. They just fire D3 shot or D6 shots rather each. So that's 8, 5, 13. All right, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Or no, 5s, right? Because
Yeah.
-1. All right. No. So I got 1, 2, 3 hits. Wounding on 5, so strength 4. Looks like you got 1 save, no modifier.
I can make it.
You good? All right. And then I'll do the same thing with the other unit. Warlord will issue a second order take aim as well. So 3d6 shots, 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. So 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 more save, no modifier. Oh, got him.
Nice.
Okay, so pretty good shooting phase for me. It was very procedural, so I was able to mess up the Carnifex because he was sort of away from the Malanthrope, so it wasn't as hard to hit. And then after that, I killed the Malanthrope first with overcharged plasma. Thank goodness for First Borne Honor, because that was super helpful. So I killed him, and then I was able to kill Old One Eye and do some serious damage to Mama Bug. And almost kill these Hormagaunts, so I should be able to mop them up in combat. And then I'll probably charge some stuff over here into the Gaunts and see what happens. Yeah, so I guess move on to assault phase.
Yep. Alright, so he's charging his Chimera into there, so I'm going to fire 30 Termagants at him, hitting 6s. Rerolling 1s. Look at that. Good for me. So there's
4.
4 so far. The other 30. Or the other 15. Alright, so 6 in total. And then it's toughness
7.
7, needing 5s. Rerolling 1s. 2 saves.
Right, so 3 up saves. Ooh, lost the whole point. Alright, and I rolled a 7 and made it in, so we did that off camera.
Sure.
So he's going to charge in there. And then I also succeeded in charging in here. I only got a 3, but I was 2 inches away, so. There you go. Okay, so here I'm going to consolidate in, and I should get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks. So I hit you on 4s. Ooh, alright. 3. And I wound you on 4s. So 1 save.
So close.
Okay. Alright, and then my Chimera will attack. I had 3 attacks hitting on 6s. I get nothing.
Alright, so I got 16 Termagants fighting this Chimera. See if there's anything juicy and sweet inside. So I got those hits, needing 6s to wound. 1 save.
Right, 3 up save.
Do that 3 up.
Yeah.
Good for you.
All right, Sam, recap your turn.
Alright, so shooting phase went about as well as you'd expect for Imperial Guard army. Killed 3 big bugs and finished off the swarm of Hormigons. And then in the assault phase, in addition to killing the last Hormigon over here, I was able to charge the full unit of Termagants, so hopefully making them useless for next turn if he breaks off, or if he stays in combat with me, he won't be able to shoot at me, which would be nice. So, yeah, see how it goes.
All right, on to Tyranids. Turn 3.
So, do you want to?
So in Sam's assault phase, I actually consolidated towards him, and he forgot to mention that he came in, swung, and killed 3 Termagants.
Yeah, hooray.
Alright, psychic phase, I'm going to use Smite from her. I got a 5.
I have no response to that.
You 6 or 5?
5.
Okay. Closest unit is them.
That's $500.
That's called... So, smiting them, they will be smote with 1 mortal wound.
All of that.
You'll be smoted. Alright, so to recap my psychic phase, I did smite and I killed 1 Vostroyan. On to the Tyranid shooting phase.
Turn 3.
Turn 3. Alright, Tyranid shooting phase, turn 3. I'm going to fire her spine bank into these gentlemen right here. So that is 4 shots, and she hits on a 6+ right now.
Nailed it.
Nothing. Alright, on to the assault phase for Tyranids, turn 3. She is going to declare multi-charge to this squad and them.
And I shall be firing defensive fire. So the Chimera will fire 6 heavy bolter shots, hitting twice, wounding on 5s. That is 1 save and a -1.
She doesn't care.
Storm bolter,
Yeah, she does.
1 hit. Wounds on your toughness 8.
Yes, sir.
Wounds on a 6. Nope. And then the vet squad is going to overcharge all of its plasma. Because why not?
Smart.
So the first guy here will fire 2 shots on 6s. There's a hit. Next guy, did nothing. And the third guy explodes. And then the sergeant also hits.
Nice.
So 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 save at -3. Alright, and that kills Mama Bug. 2 damage.
Well done. Death throw.
Oh wait, no, do you have adaptive biology, don't you?
I do.
So that's 2 damage would only be 1.
Correct.
Ooh, see?
Nice.
That's good sportsmanship right there.
So do you want to use the command point on the one you failed to wound with?
Yeah, I'll use a command point on that. Sorry.
Good sports.
If we'd remember, yeah.
Yeah, if we did it right.
So it does wound.
It does wound.
Yeah.
So armor save.
So 6, right?
It's -3.
Yeah,
So
so yeah,
6.
yeah,
so
6.
No,
So he
that's-
failed.
So death throws with the
He's
3
a
inches.
6, right?
Yeah. Nope. And they take D6 mortal wounds.
So it was probably actually a really bad strategy for me to overcharge my plasma, because I was thinking I just had to get 1 hit in order to potentially kill her. But with adaptive biology, she reduces the damage by 1 to 1. So there was really no point in me to overcharge. So it's kind of foolish on my part to do that. But whatever. I mean, I got the results I wanted, so it's fine.
All right, Tyranid assault phase. So over here, I've got 12 attacks against the Chimera, hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 6s. There's 1 save from the Chimera,
Alrighty. Good.
and then I've got 16 attacks against the Vostroyan squad there, needing 4s. And then needing 4s. Wow,
Ooh,
sick.
5.
5.
5 ups. Alright, 3 die. So I will take. Alright, so Chimera has 3 attacks, hitting on 6s. Nope. And then I have 7 attacks with the remainder of my Vostroyans. They hit on 4s. Are we calling that cocked?
No.
Okay. And then they wound on 4s. 4 6-up saves.
These guys are really going at it.
So morale for the Termagants. So D6 is 1. My leadership is 5. I lost 4, so I'm okay.
All right. I have a leadership of 2 plus 2 losses is 4, and my leadership is 7, so I'm fine as well.
All right. So I forgot the mortal wounds that I lost from losing the Turbagon. So I actually lost 4 more.
Hooray!
All right, folks, there you go. It is a Astra Militarum victory. Jake, I think, conceded after.
Yep. Good game.
That was a good
Let me
game.
get out of the way. So the final score was
3-2.
3-2.
Yep.
Sam did a good job of decimating most of my army. I did have a lictor holding a mid-range, middle of the board objective, but Sam didn't want to leave his deployment zone, so we called it there.
It's the guard way.
Yeah.
Now, but in your defense, you had mortars, which don't need line of sight.
It's
right?
true, yeah, so I could have pounded him into dust
Yeah,
had
that's-
I chosen to.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So, so Jacob, is this your first time fighting Imperial Guard in version 8 with your Tyranids?
Yeah, I think, well, it's the first time, yeah, and I think it's the first time I played Sam in version 8. I
Yeah,
think.
and it's the first time I've played with the Astra Militarum Codex.
Lots
so.
of firsts here.
Lots of firsts here. So, yeah, it's interesting.
So what'd you think?
Well, we're going into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's get into it.
I think it's interesting. So a lot of the people in our little group, everyone plays really specialized armies. It's very low model count between Tau, Primaris, Marks, everything. So
Very elite, yeah.
yeah. So Sam is the only other person in our little group that actually has a penchant for horde armies like I do. So it's actually really interesting to fight an army that has almost model for model what I have on the board. And a lot of those stratagems really kind of give him a shot in the arm that he can dish it out, back up, shoot at me more times than I'd like. So I was impressed by the amount of firepower, reliably he could dish out each turn. So yeah.
Yep. So who would be your MVP in your list?
Lazily the Malanthrope. I think that first turn Sam just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and that's partially because of it. Eventually I'm going to transition to Venom Thropes just because the Malanthrope, I feel like I just can't get the reach because it's 1 model versus 3. So probably him for now.
All right, Sam. So first time Imperial Guard using the Codex.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Codex makes a huge difference. I felt like Astra Militarum were pretty strong even with the Index. I don't use like the typical conscripts and Tempestus Scion build that a lot of players use. Mostly for monetary reasons. I don't want to buy that many metal Vostroyans. But also I feel like Vostroyans are more like a professional army anyways. They give up their firstborn sons, so it's not really like a mass conscription like Cadia. So I think it fits more to have infantry squads. I do plan to build up some Tempestus Scions in the future. I think the aesthetic fits really well with Vostroyans, so you might see them coming up soon. But I like the way I run it. I run it pretty plasma heavy. The sort of maybe backstory to my army is that they're seconded to the Forge world of Ryza, hence the orange cloaks instead of the red ones, because that's Ryza's Forge world color. And Ryza's really big into plasma, and these guys are really big into plasma. So, and on that, I think the plasma gunner, the humble veteran plasma gunner, is my MVP. One of them's not great, but having a bunch of them really helps. And with the First Borne, the Vostroyans specific stratagem that gives you +1 to hit, it makes that overcharging veteran plasma guns that much better. They're safe. You're not going to roll those ones to have them explode, and you're hitting on 2s with strength 8, 8 -3 AP, 2 damage. It's pretty brutal.
It's almost better than Hellblasters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
cheaper.
So your 2 veteran squads took out the Trigon with no problem. Trigon Prime.
Yep.
And they killed quite a bit after that as well.
Yeah, they took out the Malanthrope, and did they put damage on Old One Eye, or was that the Lehman Russ?
I think it was Lehman Russ.
They did a lot though.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
hit above their weight for sure.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of plans to expand Astra Militarum. I have a 1850 list that's brigade and a vanguard detachment, so it's like 13 CPs. And with the amount of CPs you get back with the Warlord trade and the heirloom build that I gave, it really gives you a lot of mileage. And as you see, I didn't even spend all of mine. I had 3 left at the end of the game, and I was burning a lot of them over the course of the game. So hopefully we'll see a little more of those shenanigans in the future. Hopefully for me, I don't know about you guys.
I do, and this is more just interjecting with something off base, but Sam is a fully painted, all-metal Vostroyan army. Everything's Wissywoog. Of all of the armies, I like John, Jake, they're all great, but this is, like, in my opinion, my favorite army of the little group. So
Yeah.
I like to put that out there because it's just beautiful and it's unique. So
Well, in that case, I'll be sure to take some pictures and put them up right after this. So if you want to see Sam's army in a little bit closer detail, don't stop the video.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is about half of what I actually own, Vostroyan-wise, so I'm working on getting more painted. I have 2 more Plasma Veteran squads. I've got a mess of Chimeras, Sentinels, Hellhounds. I've got a Baneblade all painted up that we might play next time.
I think this is enough.
That's enough?
We're good with what we have.
Okay.
So back to the game, Jacob, though. Where do you think it went wrong for you?
Uh,
The failed catalyst on those Termagants?
so yeah, actually, that was a kind of a pivotal game. So I mean, I was already kind of on my back foot at that point. The round where I failed Catalyst, because hopefully what the point was is that 30-man unit was going to wipe the remainder of the veteran unit on this side, and then do a multi-charge to kind of blanket it and then give cover to all the big monstrous creatures I had left. So they were really close. That was not a sure thing, but I mean, it was a short charge for the multi-charge, so I was really going to kind of cover my butt. With that feeling that Catalyst, I was kind of stuck. I couldn't just sit there, so that's why I charged in those big bugs, and of course after that, they kind of got taken apart piecemeal. Aside from that, overall, like, army construction-wise, you know, I've been kind of going back and forth. I originally thought about this army in 7th edition, and trying to equate an 8th has been difficult for me. I still don't like Trigons. I know everyone tells me to like them. I don't like them. I like Molochs. So I'm probably going to no longer use those in my list. And eventually I do plan to transition towards more Vanguard bugs, but this is what I had built and painted already for 7th, so yeah.
So if you were to power game against Sam's army, what would you bring next time?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I honestly don't. I mean, I think he's got the las cannons to deal with the big bugs. He's got the volume to deal with the little bugs. So if anything, just trying to get more in his face sooner rather than later. And this kind of helps the planned additions I have of Biovores to kind of force him to separate his fire, so he has to deal with the spore mines, and then also a second Moloch just to have a heavy presence of big bugs he has to deal with closer, so he can't take pot shots at the Carnifexes as they're running across the board. So.
And Sam, if you were to try to crush the Tyranids even more thoroughly, what would you add to your list or change your list?
Geez, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how they performed. The sort of like big stinker in 7th edition for me were the mortars, but they were great in this game. I think they've really fixed the rules for the mortars versus 6th and 7th edition, where they would just scatter off into the distance and you wouldn't get any hits. So being able to just throw 3d6 and
3d6 shots, that's amazing.
It's strength 4, so it's not incredible, but it's going to really shred some bugs. And as you saw, it even killed the last Carnifex. Yeah. So they're pretty nice. I've definitely dropped the Master of Ordnance for now. I have a couple of Wyverns that need to be painted, and then he'll probably make his way back into the list. But right now he's 30 points for 1 barrage, and that's it. So that was a little bit of filler. And then I initially, because I was having trouble getting the 1,500 points with all the point drops from the Codex, I put 100 killer missiles and storm bolters on all my vehicles. I totally forgot about the 100 killer missiles, so I didn't even use them. And I thought the storm bolters were going to be a waste, but they ended up being great, especially with that 30-inch rapid fire too. It was pretty good. So I'll probably have to model those on in the future because I really like them. So yeah, just small changes, but I think the core of the army is probably be okay.
Cool. Well, there you go, guys. That was the Tyranids versus the Vostroyans. It was a Vostroyan victory. The Imperium of Mankind, once again victorious, and has repelled the hive mind.
For now.
For now. But they will be back. As always, please let us know what you think about this battle down in the comments below, and please check us out on Facebook. We appreciate it if you hop over to Facebook, All Miniatures Great and Small. Give us a like or follow us over there. As always, thanks for watching, and keep